Welcome to our live session from Pilates for Sports. I'm Nolene and I'll be joined by Katie shortly. Pilates for Sports develop online Pilates programs, but specifically for sports. So we focus on improving technique, developing core strength, developing muscle balance, so you get reduced injuries, reduced pain, and you can go faster or produce more power. Hope everyone's had a great long weekend who's in Australia. This week, so each week we're going to focus on a different topic. So today we're actually going to look at leg alignment. So for those of you who cycle, if you've seen the guys who ride with their knees sticking out to the side or even slightly out to the side, that's poor leg tracking. And then if you're runners, same thing. So the runner who runs out like this will overwork certain muscles in the hips, which leads to pain. ITB pain could lead to knee injury, and you also lose power. So if you're out here, you're losing power out to the side rather than everything being in correct alignment. So usually that poor leg alignment comes from muscle imbalances in the hips. So what we're going to do today is we're going to focus on developing muscle around the hips, and also, sorry, I'll introduce Katie now. So, hi, this is Katie. And also everything we do, I want you to focus on keeping correct leg alignment. So by that, if we were to run, you can just out straight, a line from the middle of Katie's hip, straight down through the middle of her knee, to the middle of her ankle to her second toe. That's sort of what we're aiming for. So any movement we do where your leg is coming in and out, just as you cycle, just as you run, really focus on what your knee's doing. So Pilates is really about the detail. So anyone can do that, but if you focus on engaging your core and developing correct leg alignment in your movement, then when you go out on your bike or when you run, that will translate to your sport. Okay, so really important. You can have a lie down. As always, I'm just going to do a quick review of how to engage your core or your powerhouse. So starting with your shoulders, we have shoulders down, so shoulders are engaged. So if you're on the bike, you're not riding up here, you've got your shoulders drawn down away from your ears. And that gives you more stability and less pain. And if you're running, you're not up here, so your shoulders are drawn down, so you're strong and fast. Belly is pulled in, so if you just all put your hands on your stomach and suck your stomach away from your fingers, that's the deep abdominal muscle. So shoulders down, belly in. The other cue you might hear me say is to stand tall. So if you were to stand up as tall as you can, you'll find automatically your core engages. So really important to keep that length, especially as we get older, especially as we sit at computers, because we all tend to end up down here and then we get pain and injury. Okay, so shoulders down, belly in, and the last part of the checklist is your butt. So if you imagine you have a zip that runs from your heels, we're going to zip it up to calves and inside thighs. You'll find that the base of your butt here and your inside thighs work. Okay, that's the last part of our powerhouse. The inside thighs are often the bit that's the problem with the, with your leg alignment. So we're going to do a bit of work on activating those tonight. So Katie, I'll just get you to start on your side. If you're going to lie on your side, just take your top knee onto the floor and hook it underneath the bottom leg, arms out to the side, and then just bring your arms up and over. So I really like to do this at the start of every session because most of us are really tight in the upper body. And then come back. Good. And up and over. Good. Now do a big breath in. On the exhale, I want you to feel your ribs open up. So really rotate through here. Good. And then bring the arm back. And you do two more. Let your head watch your fingers as it goes over. So then you get a neck stretch, a shoulder stretch, and a chest stretch. And bring it back. Good. And one more. And up and over. Good. And I'm going to swap sides. That's it. Good. So two arms out to the side. You're going to bring your top knee over onto the floor, hook it underneath the bottom leg, and then you're going to take your arm up and over. Good. I'm just going to grab Katie, so I'll just show everyone this one. We could do a little correction each week. Make sure your shoulders are really drawing down. Angle your hand up a tiny bit more, and then you get a bit more pec stretch here. Okay? Good. And then come all the way back. That's it. And pull your belly in, take your arm up and over. Good, open the chest. This is really good to do at the end of the day or even during the day, just to give yourself, especially if you work at a computer, a break from that forward position. We've got one more to go, is that it? Good. All right, now you're going to have light on your back, and I am going to give you, so if by any chance anyone has a magic circle, use that. If not, if you grab, pardon? Yeah, we're going to grab a jumper. So you can grab a jumper, a cushion, a ball. That's it. And just going to fold it up into that. And we're just going to put it between Katie's knees. So we're really just using that to activate your inside thighs. If you get the chance to buy a magic circle, they're about $10 from Kmart. I would highly recommend. So you're going to keep squeezing this. You're going to put your hands behind your head. You're going to do a big breath in. Now before you move, you're going to pull your stomach in. And on the exhale, you're going to curl up into your chest lift. Good. You're going to do an inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to go back down. Good. So we're going to do 6 of those, please. So exhale to curl up. Good. And then inhale to lower. Good. And again, exhale to curl up. And inhale to lower. Good, keep going, Katie. Make sure that your pelvis stays really still here, okay? So again, even though we're focusing on leg alignment, pelvic stability is really important for athletes. Last 2, and curl up, and lower, 1 more, and then exhale up, and lower, good. Now we're gonna go 2 legs up to 90, good. So we're gonna squeeze inside thighs, keep everything stable, and on the exhale, you're going to rotate up and over. Good, and then you're going to lower it back down. And exhale, up and over, and lower. Very good. So as Katie comes up, her elbow is aiming towards her knee. She's going to pull her stomach in a bit more, and then lower it back. Good. Now on the next one, you're going to curl up. Stay there. Squeeze whatever is between your inside thighs, and see if you can use that to come up a little bit more. Very good. And lower it back down. 3 more each side. Exhale, up and over, squeeze the jumper, and lower it back down. And exhale, up and over, stomach in, and lower it back. Good, 1 more each way. Exhale to curl up. Good, and notice Katie's legs are completely still here. And up and over. Good, and rest. Now, we're going to go into 100. So I'll just show you first. We'll go through the different stages. This is a breathing and circulation exercise. So we're going to go 2 legs to 90. The first variation is here. Katie will come up and she can pump her arms. And we breathe in for 5 pumps. We breathe out for 5 pumps. So we'll just go through the variations. Rest. The next variation is up here. Heels together, toes apart. So we're in that wrapped position. And we pump again. In for 5 pumps. And out for 5 pumps. Okay, now to make it harder, you lower your legs down towards the ground, but only go as far as your lower back doesn't lift off the mat. So just wanted to say that if you come to an exercise and it hurts, leave it out, it's not for you, and just make sure that you get clearance from your doctor so that you don't hurt yourself with any exercise. So feel free to leave any exercise out if it's no good. Okay, so you're going to curl up. Katie's going to go here, and just for a little bit of inside thigh work, we're going to just pop these just between her knees. So if you grab whatever you're using, pop it between your knees, curl up, and we're going to pump the arms up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3. So they're called hundreds because we're doing 100 pumps. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, keep going, Katie. You're going to stretch your legs a bit longer. Good. Squeeze inside thighs so you can go even a little bit longer. Very good. Now, keep the legs reaching. Pull your stomach in a bit more. And then see if you can curl up a tiny bit higher. Very good. I'm going to go even a little bit bigger with the arms. Got 3 more sets. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3. How's that jumper going? Fun? And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last set. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest. Very good. All right. Now, we're going to go back to here. Just keep it between your knees. Pelvis is still again. And we're just going to do a few obliques now. So hands behind the head. Again, keeping the pelvis still. Squeeze inside thighs together. And on the exhale, you're going to rotate up and over. And think about how much you can pull your stomach in. Good. And then lower it back down. And exhale up and over. Good. And lower it back. Now, exhale to curl up. You're going to hold it there. You're going to take this arm off and reach it over here. Good, and you're going to do 6 reaches now. So reach, and 2, 3, pelvis still, 4, stomach in, 5 and 6. Good, and then we're going to lower it back down. Other side, exhale, up. That's it. Reach, and 1, exhale, 2, exhale, 3, pelvis still, 4, squeeze the jump, 5 and 6. Good, lower it back. And back to the first side. Up, reach, and scoop. Now every time you come forward, pull that stomach in. And stomach in, squeeze the jumper, squeeze the jumper. Good, last set, and exhale up and over, and reach, 2. Good, stomach in, so we're curling up to stretch the upper back, pulling the abs in to work the deep abdominals, pelvis is still, inside thighs working. Excellent, 2 legs coming up to 90, that's it, and you're going to exhale to curl up. Good, and you're going to reach your arm across, and we're going to go again, and pulse. Good, feet still, stomach in, 4 and 5 and very good, lower it back down, other side. So really squeeze inside thighs here, keep them working. We're going to curl up and 1, 2, stomach in, that's it, 4, 5 and excellent, go 1 more each side. This is great fun, and curl and reach, good work, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Very good, so you've got 1 more set to go. As you do it, make sure that your knees are still, your butt isn't wobbling around, so you're stabilizing and your stomach is pulled in as much as you possibly can. Well done, rest. Excellent. Now, focusing on your alignment, we're just going to show you one first. So if you go hands behind your head, actually no, sorry, we're going to go over single leg stretch. So 2 legs to 90s, that's bent knees. Yep, you're going to curl up, pull your right knee into your chest, right hand to your ankle, left hand to knee. Okay, so this is your starting position. What I would like you to focus on though is your alignment. So if we do that line, second toe, ankle, knee and hip, we're going to keep that alignment working and keep that alignment working here. Okay, so Katie's going to pull that knee twice, pull, pull. Then she changes her leg, but she also changes her hands. So really good for the brain this one. And stretch the hip and stretch. Okay, so we're going to do 5 of each side from now. And pull, pull, change, pull, pull. Good. So shoulders are down, stomach is pulled in. Squeeze your butt as you lengthen that leg away. But most importantly today, really watch the alignment. So make sure your knees are just skimming past each other and they're not drifting off to the side. Okay, so this is your cycling motion, this is your running motion, this is your rowing motion, walking, everything. We're going to keep going all night, 1 more each side. Good work, and rest. Very good. Okay, so following on from that now, let's go 2 legs to 90. And I'm going to use your jumper again. So we'll pump the jumper between your ankles this time, or up near your ankles, calves. Okay, we're going to go knees together. Actually, we'll start, knees together. Okay, hands behind the head, and you're going to curl up into your chest lift. Stomach is pulled in, and you're going to extend both legs out. So remember, the lower you go, the harder it is to hold. So only as low, sorry, you can bend those knees back in. Only take the legs as low as your low back stays on the mat. If your back comes off, then you're not working your abs, okay? So curling up, we're going to extend out, stretch. Good, and then bend the knees and curl up higher on the way back. Good. Reach it out, stretch, and then bend the knees and curl up, up, up. Very good. 3 more. Reach it out, stretch, and bend the knees, curl up. Good. And reach out, stretch, and bend the knees, curl up. 1 more. And stretch, and rest. Good work. Good. Now we're just going to do 5 more. This time, take your jumper, and we're going to pop it just above the knees. Okay, so inside thighs. 2 legs to 90. Hands behind the head, you're good. And curling up, and we're going to extend both legs out and squeeze. Good, and then bend the knees and curl up. 4 more. Reach it out, stretch the legs, squeeze. Squeeze the jumper to come back. Good, 3 more. Reach, stretch, bend the knees, curl up. Good, last 2. Reach, stretch, bend the knees, curl up. Last 1, and reach, stretch, and rest. Good, well done. All right, now, to stretch, keep working on stretching your hip. You're going to take your right leg up to the roof for me. Other leg out straight. So we're stretching the hamstring and we're stretching the hip flexor here. Okay, so you're going to pull twice. Pull, pull, change legs. Pull, pull. Good. Shoulders are still drawn down. Stomach is pulled in. Good. Now, as you go here, make sure that leg is reaching as far out as you can. That's it. And up, up. So just grab your ankle or your calf or your thigh, wherever you can that works for you. And do 2 more each side, please. Stomach in, pull, pull, 1 more each side. And last one, rest. Very good. All right, we're going to do crisscross, so 2 legs to 90. Hands going to go behind the head. You're going to curl up into your chest lift, take 1 knee in, 1 leg out. Good. Now, just watch, again, think about your alignment, that this leg doesn't drift off. So often people just let that wobble off or that knee wobbles out, okay? So straight lines, and then you rotate and change and twist. Very good. Pull the stomach in, rotate and twist. Excellent. And twist. Good. And lengthen. So we're going to inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good. Now I'm going to go a little quicker for 4 and 4 and 3, 2, 1 and rest. Excellent. All right. Legs out straight. And then pop the jumper just back in between the knees, just above the knees. You're going to flex the feet and you're going to take your arms up to the roof. So these are roll-ups. Great for stretching the spine, lower back and the hamstrings. You can take your arms back overhead, make the body long, okay? Then Katie's going to bring her arms forward. Head is going to come up. She squeezes inside thighs. You're going to reach her hands forward, head down, and just take a second and pull your ribs up and suck your stomach in. So you're trying to get a stretch through here. Inhale. Keep the head down, and then you're going to slowly roll back. Just stop there for 1 sec. So with Pilates, we're aiming to hit each vertebra in order. So that means we're stretching the spine, but also working the abs on the way down. So slowly back, pull your stomach in. Excellent. If you find it hard to get up or down, Katie's going to, if you find it hard, grab your thighs, pull yourself up, and then reach forward. Same thing, if on the way down you find that you're missing a bit of your back, go slowly. Now stop, grab hold, pull your stomach and use your arms to make sure you hit each bit of your back, okay? We're going to do 6 more and focus on squeezing whatever you have between your knees. So arms come forward, head up, stomach in, drop the chin, reach it forward, inhale, good. Scoop the belly and then roll it back. Slowly pull the belly in, very good. Arms back, arms forward, head up, drop the chin, reach it forward and stretch. Good, and then slowly back down, squeeze inside thighs, lengthen the body. Very good. Arms back, arms forward, head up, stomach in, reach, lengthen. Good. We're going to do 3 more. So really important, if you think about, have a lot of cyclist clients who get really tight in the back from being in that position all the time, it's your abdominals that support your back. So it's really important to have that core strength to support your back. So a really good exercise to stretch it out. Last 2. Arms forward, head up, flex the feet and stretch. Good, and then go all the way back. Good, last one. Arms forward, head up, reach, and very good. Let's just do arm rolling like a ball. It's fun. All right, Katie's going to grab her ankles. Heels to get the toes apart, knees are just shoulder width apart. Her head is down as much as she can. And again, she's pulling her ribs and stomach in to round her back out. From there, she's going to roll back just to her shoulder blades, not onto her neck. Inhale, and then exhale, she's going to come up and hold. So ideally, feet don't go back on the ground because you're controlling it with your abs. Okay, so you inhale to go back, exhale, come up and hold. Oh, nice, very good. 3 more. Inhale back and exhale. So again, if you feel like you're clunking on the way, it means you've got a bit of a tight back. So just, I'll do another one. Okay, if that's it, can you just grab, give yourself a bit more room? So if you need to, give yourself a bit more room back here and then roll back. And you'll get that smoothness of your spine, okay? You can do back to normal. 2 more, please. Inhale, exhale, up. Good, last one. And rest. Excellent. We're going to spin around to face the camera. We're going to go into saw. So legs out straight. That's it. Katie's going to flex her feet, arms out to the side, and I want you to lift up as tall as you can to, again, engage your abs and create space in your spine. Pelvis is going to stay still. So we're going to twist around. And then you're going to roll down, chin to chest, saw off a little finger, little toe, stretch it forward. Good, roll it back. up, and then come back to the center. Very good. And twist, roll down, chin to chest, stretch. Good. Come all the way back up and back to the center. Good. And twist. And so even though we're working on alignment tonight, in Pilates we like to work the whole body in every range of motion it's meant to go. Okay, so it's really important to get rotation, side bending, extension, so you get balance through the whole body. So it's all linked. Roll it down and stretch. Good. Come back up. Last one. And twist, roll, stretch. Good. We're going to go into mermaid now. So we're going to bring the feet to the side. You have a few variations to set up. So the hardest one to sit in is how Katie is, so knees are stacked. If that's too hard because you need to take your hand off, and just go back 1 sec, sorry. Take your arm up, so you need to be, other arm. Some people find it hard to sit like that. If it's hard for you, separate your knees, okay? If it's still too hard, you can sit on a cushion, just go grab a cushion now and sit it under your butt cheek. If that's still too hard, sit in the chair and just do the side bending, okay? So we're gonna start 2 knees together, arm up, lift up in the waist, create space, take it over to the side, stretch. Good, and then come back, and then lift, and then take it over and lengthen. Good, and lift up, stomach in, stretch. Now keep that arm really straight. Good, and back, arm goes down, and then take it over. Good, and come back, and lift. Good, and stretch. Now just make sure, just pause 1 sec, that you haven't rolled forward here. So some people do that to get further, okay? So we're going to stay back and lengthen, almost tilt your shoulder back a tiny bit more, so you're in a true side bend. There we go, good. And one more, and over, and then come back. Good, and we lift it up. We're going to take it over, pop your hand behind the head, and then rotate all the way down, elbow to knee, stomach in, stretch your back. Good, and stack back up. Nice. Other side. Awesome exercise, mermaid, because many of us just don't side bend. And it feels so good and stretches everything and lengthen. Just cracked. Good. Kenny's got a good back crack there. And back, you're welcome. And take it over. Good. And come up. Good. And lift and take the length over. So feel all of that lengthen. Good. And come back. Arm down and stretch. For those of you that swim, really good exercise as well to do before swimming. And lengthen. Good. 2 more. Leg alignment is also important for swimming. If you think about it, your knees are out here, you're not going to be able to generate as much power. So if you get that alignment working, your butt will activate more and you'll get more power from your kick. Last one. And over and stretch. Good. And then come up and lengthen. Good. Hand on the back of the head, rotate all the way down, elbow to knee. And very good. We're going to go onto your belly. And take one hand on top of the other, so we like this. And just bring them up as high up your back as you can. So this in itself is a stretch. So right, can you go up a little bit higher? Then the elbows are going to go down and you're going to turn your head to one side. All right. Now, the first part can be a little bit, people think it's a little bit silly sometimes, but so Katie, can you do the 3 kicks for me? You can do 3 kicks here. The purpose of this is to stretch the front of the hip. So if you don't use your bum and pull your heels in, can you just lift? See how Katie's hips are lifting? She's exaggerated, but her hips lift off, which means she's not getting a stretch. So anchor the hips, so push your hips down, pull your stomach in, then really squeeze inside thighs again, and then pull them in for 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Legs go down. Take your arms straight back, come up, and open your shoulders. So you see the front of Katie's shoulders are really stretching here. Good. And then come all the way back down and turn your head to the side. So the side head turn helps to stretch your neck out as well. Okay, 3 kicks, and 1, 2, 3. Legs, arms, stretch, drop your chin a tiny bit. So just look towards the end of the mat, everyone. That's it, and then come all the way back down. 2 more. Elbows down, kick. 1, 2, 3. Legs, arms, lift up, open the chest, and lower back. Last one, and 1, 2, 3. Legs, arms, lift. Good, and sit back on your heels, stretch forward. So again, another great exercise to open up that chest. I'm just going to give Katie a stretch. Tailbone down, stomach in. Good. All right, now we're going to do the kneeling side leg series today. So if you kneel facing the mirror, and you're going to pop one hand on the floor, that's it, and then this leg is going to come out to the side. Hand behind the head, and just push your hip forward for me, good, and just flat toes at the back, good. So stomach is pulled in. Now from here, I'm just going to straighten you up a tiny bit. So you can see Katie's in a straight line, talking about alignment, and she's also lengthened in a straight line from here. So stomach is pulled in, and Katie's going to lift her leg up and lower it back down, good. And stomach in first, lift, good. And just make sure, keep going, 4 more, that this hip that you're kneeling on isn't right back here. So make sure it's pushed forward a little bit, that's it. And lift, and lift, very good. Hold. Now, this series is really good to work all of the ranges of muscles in the hip to give you that balance, to provide correctly leg tracking, less injuries, more power. We're going to lift it up, and we're going to circle the leg. 1, bigger, and 2, and 3, very good. 4 to hard series, and 6, good, tap the foot down, lift it up, reverse, and 1, and 2, good, and 3, everything else still. 5 and 6, good, take it down, good. Just going to do 6 side kicks, the leg comes up, and you bring it forward, and back, good, and forward, and back, good, a little bit quicker, that's it, and up, and stretch, up, stretch, good, last 3, use your belly, get it up higher, last 2, and last 1, very good, and rest. So you just kneel into the center, and just swap sides, that's it. I remember how I was. So kneel up straight. Everyone kneel up straight. Okay, from there, your hand just goes down. That's it. This leg is just going to go straight out. Perfect, hand behind your head. Set to go. So again, just push that hip forward and ribs down. Good. All right, lengthen out of the hip. Pull your belly in. Leg floats up and lower. Good. Stomach in. Lift and lower. Good. 4 more. Use your stomach. And last 3, lift and lower, 2 more, and up and lower, last 1, good, circles, and we're going to circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good, reverse and back, 2, 3, use stomach, 4, 5, 6, good, rest, lift it up, keep everything still, we come forward, take it back, good, so you've got to use your shoulders down, belly in, squeeze your butt. Good, 3 more. So in all of our online workouts, that checklist is reinforced over and over again. And we get so many people say that it's great because then when they're out riding or running or putting in an effort in whatever sport they're doing, it just comes to mind straight away. So that was very good. Well done. Now, we're just going to have a little straddle stretch to finish on the mat. So take the legs out to the side. And go out wide. That's it. Now, I know Katie's quite flexible, yay, but if you need, just grab a couple of cushions to sit up on or fold up your mat. So if you get a bit of height underneath your bottom, it'll just take it out of your hip flexors. So you want to sit up nice and straight. We're going to take your arms out to the side, and we're going to side bend over and reach. Good, and back, and then side bend over, reach, and back, and over, and back, and over, and back. Good, 1 more each way. Over, try and touch your toe if you can. And back, last one. And toe. All right, now, hands on the floor and just walk forward as far as you can. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. And then come back up. We're not going to hang there too long. Now, I just want you to put one hand behind you and just see if you can push yourself a little bit further forward. Good. And we're going to go forward again. We've just got 2 more. Walk forward. You can always usually get a tiny bit more each time. And come back. Good. One hand behind. See if you can push forward just a tiny bit. That's it. All right. 1 more, please. And walk forward. Good. And come all the way back. Excellent. Bring your legs together. Bring it onto your toes. Just gonna. Oh, it's just here. Yeah. That's it. Good. Now nose to knee, and keep your hands on the floor and just push up to straight legs. So press up. That's it. Good. And then bend the knees down. So I don't mind how straight your legs are, but just keep your hands on the floor so you get a good stretch. Head dropped and press up. And lower. I'm going to do 1 more. Good. And press it up. And then I'm going to roll all the way up to the top. Good. I'm going to do our roll downs. I'll move this out of the way. You move your mat out of the way if you like. You're going to stand with your arms up. That's it. Good, and then chin to chest, you're going to roll down. And then you're going to walk forward on your hands into a plank. Good, so for a Pilates plank, we're going to go heels together, toes apart. So it's this position. Inside thighs are squeezing together, which activates your butt. Stomach is pulled in and your shoulders are down. Good. Now from there, Katie's going to drop her head, lift her bottom and walk her hands back in. Keep the chin down and then roll all the way up to the top. Excellent. Arms up. She's going to take her right leg off. Right, now you need to use your powerhouse. Shoulders down, belly in, squeeze your butt, roll it down. Good. Walk forward. That's it. Good. Find your plank, squeeze your bottom. You're going to rock forwards and rock backwards. 3 more. Forwards and back. So you're keeping the same shape. Make sure your bottom isn't lifting up here. Last 2. Is that 2 more? No. Last 1. Okay. Now take the leg up, walk the hands in. Now stop there and just lift the back leg up as high as you can. From here, you're going to come up and hold your balance. So squeeze your bottom, pull your stomach in, lift it up, hold it. Oh, too easy. Good work. Hope you stuck it at home. All right, other side. Arms up. Good. Chin to chest. Roll it down. Walk it forward. Find your plank. So this is the alignment we're talking about. Shoulder, hip, ankle. And rock forward, rock back. Make sure your inside thighs and your butt are working even here. Your stomach is pulled in, your shoulders are drawing down. Good. Lift the back leg, walk it back in, stay there. Take the back leg up for a stretch. Good. When you're ready, you're going to come up and find your balance. Oh, well done. Thank you, Katie. Thank you everyone for joining us. What I would like you to think about this week when you're out playing your sport is, first thing is your checklist. So whatever, when you're doing what you're doing, are your shoulders pulled down? Is your stomach pulled in? Are you using your bum? So just start to try and get into the habit of thinking about that. Second thing is to think about your leg alignment. So if you're cycling, just exaggerate with your knees out to the side for 10 pedals. See what it feels like. Then bring your pedals, bring your alignment back in. Make sure everything's straight. Make sure your powerhouse is engaged, and then see what that feels like. And you'll notice that you go faster and it feels a lot more efficient. Same with your running. When you go for a run, just exaggerate this just for 10 or so, run, strides. Then think about keeping everything in alignment, using your bum, pulling your stomach in, shoulders down, and see how quickly you go. We have, if you'd like to learn more about Pilates for Sports, just head to www.pilatesforsports.com. We do online programs for athletes. We also have some free 28-day challenges at the moment, so feel free to jump on, have a go. If you're already doing them and you have any questions, reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. If you would like to be, from next week, we're going to be teaching someone at home as well. So if you'd like to be that person, message us. And also if you have a topic for the week that you'd like addressed, feel free to send us a message. So have a great week. Hope you all had a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you, Katie.
That's all right.